this is kind of how corporate and retail are a little bit different. And really everything I've set up until this point, you need to have in place. But if you just have that in place, that's not enough. Okay. And this is where you guys need to be focused on. And so there's two types of follow-up. Okay. So there's when someone requests a quote on your website and you're following up with them, they haven't converted into a sale yet. So that's the first type of follow-up. The second type of follow-up, and this is especially important when you're looking for repeat customers, repeat business, the second type of follow-up, if you're not doing it, all of this stuff I've been talking about is completely pointless. So the second type is they've used your service once. That's a second type of follow-up you need to be doing. And so here's what I've found after working with hundreds of transportation companies and just kind of seeing what people say on the online, in the groups and everything. The limo industry, and I think it's this way because, 20, 30, 40 years ago, you guys just pretty much took orders. Someone called in, they needed something, you just gave them a quote, maybe they book, maybe they don't. And so I think everyone just got really used and comfortable to that. And things have changed dramatically. You must shift your mindset. You're not just taking orders. These are people that are filling out their form. They want a quote from you. They want to be sold. They want you to solve their transportation problem. So it's so important that that initial follow-up is until they say, no, I'm not booking with you, you're following up with them. Because especially with paid advertising, guys, we're spending money on these leads. They don't come free and they're not cheap. Okay, they're definitely not cheap. So how should you be following up with the first type of follow-up? Well, number one, stop emailing people a quote. Just stop it. You are wasting your money, and it actually, I don't know if you can tell, it really frustrates me how someone will spend all this money to get leads, and then they get a lead in, and then they send an email with a quote 45 minutes, an hour later. If that's all you do, then all you are competing on is price. That's it. You're just competing on price. Whoever sends the lowest price gets the job. You need to compete on service. How do you show people that you have incredible service? You don't tell them about it on your website or in your ads. Well, you do, but people don't care about that. They read it. Everyone says they have great service. How do you show great service? So that's my question for you guys. Well, first off, it's when they submit a quote request, call them within 5 minutes. And that might be hard for some of you. Some of you that are still driving, owner-operator, you might have to have someone helping you out with that. But there's no better way to display the type of service you offer than calling them right away. And do the double dial. Many times people aren't going to answer. They don't know the number that's calling them. Don't leave a message, hang up, call them again. It's called the double dial. And if they don't answer the second time, send them a text message. Hey, this is so-and-so with Mark's Limo service. I just needed a few more details to give you a quote. Do you have a quick second to speak? Because you want to get on the phone with them and start building that rapport. And so if you do that, then you're not competing on price. And so you definitely want to call, and if they don't answer text, try to get them on the phone. If they don't, some people just won't want to be on the phone. And look, I get that, but then you can text them. I prefer that over emailing. And then the following day, if you texted them the day before, you can text them again. Now, if you haven't texted the day before and you talked to them on the phone and you sent them an email quote, you can follow up with an email. Or better yet, when you talk to them on the phone, hey, would it be okay if I followed up with a text tomorrow, or would you prefer email? right? And then if you don't hear back from them the following day, then call them again, okay? Because they requested a quote from you. You need only stop following up when they say, no, I don't need your service. That's when you stop following up. And that's how you follow up with the first type of follow-up.